Hi, I'm Vicki Robinson. I'm a digital scrapbooking designer. You know what adds a really fun touch to your page? A torn paper edge. Now, I have a tutorial that shows you how to create the torn edge from scratch, but I also have some layered torn paper products in my shop, and I want to show you how to use them, how quick and easy it is to create a torn paper edge. Let me show you. So here you see a layout I've done using my Express Yourself Hope collection. You can see that I've added a torn paper edge to one of the papers and then laid it over one of the solid color papers. I'm working in the full version Photoshop CC 2023, but the steps I'm going to show you will be the same as in any version of Photoshop or Photoshop Elements. Now I created this torn edge by using one of my layered torn paper masks. This is set 3, and these are 4 12 by 12 masks with the torn edges. I want to show you how easy that they are to use. By the way, they come in both a PSD and a TIFF format. The difference between the two is that PSD is proprietary to Adobe and TIF is a generic format. Other than that, you'll have all the same functionality with either format that you choose to use. In general, TIF files are generally smaller, so a lot of scrappers prefer to save their layered files in a TIFF format, just for that very reason if hard drive space is an issue for you. But either way, just download the one that you need. You don't need to clutter up your hard drive with both copies because they're both the same. So I've opened up from layered torn paper mask set 3. I've opened up the first layered file, and you can see that each of these has a torn edge and a mask. So I'm just going to come over to Finder, which is sort of the Mac equivalent of Windows File Explorer, and I'm going to click and drag this paper onto my document, holding down the Shift key before I let go so that it centers the document where I want it. Now, because my mask layer was activated when I pulled a document in, it pulled it right in where I wanted it to be. If yours comes in a different place, just click and drag it down so that it is over the clipping mask. Now we're going to actually create the clipping mask. So with the paper layer active, we're going to come up to Layer, Create Clipping Mask, and there you can see I've got my torn edge. Now from this point, you can do a file save as, and save this as a template for you to use again. You can do a file save as JPEG and save it as a paper that you can pull into your document, which is what I would recommend to do. Or you can just cheat, as I'm going to do for this tutorial, and I'm going to hold down Option Shift Command and E on a PC. That's Alt Control Shift and E, and you're going to need to use both hands to do that. And that's going to create a flattened version of your paper, but not flatten the layers as well. So once again, on a PC, that is Alt Control Shift and E. A Mac is Option Command Shift and E. Creates a flattened file, but does not merge all your layers together. So here I'm just going to click and drag this up onto my solid paper, hold down the Shift key and let go, and now you see I've got my little edge. You may want to add a drop shadow. There would be just a little tiniest of shadows. I'm going to use layer burn as my linear burn as my blend mode. I'm going to change the distance just tiny down here, and probably going to change the opacity to around 50%. A piece of paper on another piece of paper would just have the smallest of shadows. So there you go. Now, of course, you can move this over anywhere you want to make your tear whatever, to take up however much space you want. Obviously, you could rotate this, Control or Command T, and rotate it. Maybe you want the tear at the bottom of your page. And you can get really funky and maybe even make a duplicate of it. Control or Command J to duplicate. Let's swap this one around and have two torn edges on your page. I told you it would be quick and easy. So I have a challenge for you. Create a page that has a torn paper edge. Whether you followed the tutorial on creating the edge yourself or whether you use one of my layered products, it doesn't make any difference. When you're done, upload your page to my OScraps gallery. I'll leave a link to it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like this tutorial, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss my other digital scrapbooking tutorials. Thanks for watching.